Welcome to Asylum Breakout, or the Asylum game for the Sabbat. Currently, the weird imaginations of gods or the twisting of the universe, we continue as a joyous and wondrously delightful Taylor has just kicked out a door of her chest or coffin and just shouted "Good morning, Vietnam" to a collection of new old faces.
Yeah, as soon as you do that, Ghost turns and she says, "It's like my fucking birthday. You owe me 21. Look, two for the price of one."
Damien grins and says, when he sees Taylor, he grins and says, shame, it should have been one of my blood who did that.
Ghost goes over to Taylor and holds out her tattooed and many ringed hand.
Sure. Look at the hand, take it. Cool fucking tattoos.
Thank you very much, and I know who you are.
She'll wink at her. Fan of mine?
Easy, Chica, Rose says. She'll stuff out her cigarette.
Damien grins.
Sorry. Yeah, we're doing introductions. Maybe we should wake the rest of your friends up. Otherwise, we're going to be doing the same fucking thing for the last 10 minutes.
Willembrand will go over to her brother's, quarters, let's call it, and open it up. It's just, Damien, come out of here. We have...
Damien's already here.
Which Damien that will be the prettier Damien will just say as he walks out, hands in his suit pockets.
And Taylor goes to Patricia and knocks on her.
You get no response.
To wake up.
You get no response.
She'll open it.
Patricia's there. She's asleep.
This one's asleep.
Damien looks at Patricia sleeping and grins. Ha! Guess someone doesn't need her view to sleep after all, huh?
I don't know. It's kind of cute.
What's the last one? Who wants to open that? Ghost is excited.
The last one, what's that? Oh yeah. Damien heads over and says, now it's, well, I might as well do it. And tries to open
the presents.
Come again, sorry?
Go on, I've had my presents.
He grins and goes over to the last coffin to open it. Wakey, wakey, eggs and bakey!
Well, you'll see Beatrice, but she is asleep. With various voodoo. Is voodoo the right word, Obi?
Yeah. It's the most commonly used word, yeah.
Various sort of iconography and talismans around her. But she is asleep.
Some pretty deep sleepers you guys got here.
Right, so proper introductions. Do you guys want to go upstairs? Your friends can join us later when they wake up.
Yes, it should definitely stress their legs, right?
Stretch their legs, get some fresh air, some of that sea air in their lungs.
Yeah, sure, why not?
We have some of the good stuff for you upstairs.
Mm-hmm.
Come on then.
Margo follows.
What about Taylor?
Oh, shit. Taylor follows.
It's not a good sign when you can't remember your own character's name, is it?
Margo has probably been dead for centuries if she sees it as a character.
Probably. Oh, she's very powerful.
Yeah, either or.
Oh no, a Methuselah. We're all dead. So, yeah, Ghost just runs upstairs. What are you guys doing?
Damien follows.
Ro does likewise.
The other Damien follows.
The NPC, I mean the players, not the NPCs. Love you.
The doctor will just have a quick look around, just see what kind of is this like a bigger.
It's a looks like the what's the right word? The cargo hold of a boat.
Is it like a giant container ship, or is it?
Well, you can't tell from down here. It's a boat, definitely.
Look at my boat. My boat is amazing.
It's quite a big cargo hold. But the only things that are in it are you guys.
Okay, so there's not like a gazillion containers in here.
No, there's some barrels. There's some barrels next to your castle. So we can assume if you look, or you can look, that have your stuff in it.
She will just take note of that, and we'll follow the welcoming committee, the people.
Taylor and Damien.
Yeah, Taylor goes up.
You following Damien?
Yes, Damien is following them.
Okay, just cut for a minute to Beatrice and Patricia. You can actually see what's going on. You were having pleasant dreams of your own about your past lives or your human life, any sort of good memories that you have, pleasant memories. But all of a sudden it shifts, and it's as if you can see through the containers that you're in, and you see exactly what happened. You can see Ghost and Monroe and Damien. You can see your pack mates. You can see what they say. You can. It's as if you're awake, but you're not awake.
Do we have control of our thoughts, or are we just?
Yeah. You can't move, but you are mentally awake.
She Patricia grins to herself and then thinks to herself, that guy looks as I feel about Damien.
Interesting note, when you can see that instead of seeing Monroe with her current phase, you see her as her Nosferatu self.
Yeah, we see. Okay, I see Monroe as the face she has on, and not her Nosferatu self.
No, you see her Nosferatu self. You don't see the opposite.
Oh, okay.
You see two Nosferatu. You see two vampires of zero appearance. And Ghost. And
one is finely dressed, however.
Yeah.
You also see around Ghost and Monroe, you see a gold glittering aura.
Would I know? Would I know what that means?
No, neither of you have all specs, do you?
I do.
You do. You can roll.
So, oh shit! This is like difficulty 8 or something stupid, isn't it?
Yes.
So I'll look at the difficulty for it because.
Fuck.
On merit. Make it diff 7.
Yeah. Exception all specs, right?
You can. Patricia, you can. Do you have all specs?
Yes, 1 dot.
Awesome. But 1 dot isn't aura perception, but I'm gonna let you do it anyway.
Oh, okay, sorry. It didn't work anyway.
Yeah.
I got 1 success.
You haven't seen it before. In your knowledge,
Probably ever. Yeah.
in your knowledge of what auras are, and you understand what auras are, you understand the different. I mean, auras are different colors mean different things to each individual reader.
Mhm.
So you have your own color code, but it's not a color you've seen before. It's not. They're definitely both. They're definitely all vampires. But it's not a color you've seen before. It's very strange. Doesn't really read as anything you've ever seen. It's very bright to you. It's like gold dust. So,
Very curious. Very curious.
very curious, yeah. And you see everybody leave and go upstairs.
Okay.
We'll come back to you, I promise. So, you guys get upstairs and you get up onto the main deck. It's the middle of the night. It's dark and you can feel that it's cold. You're not affected by the cold, but you can feel that it is fucking freezing. If you weren't dead, it would be freezing, unbearably freezing up here for you. And just on the deck there is TJ, another woman who you've never seen before, who sort of looks a little bit like Ghost. It's almost as if Ghost had a baby. She's younger and she's taller, but
Oh, for fuck's sake.
dressed very much the same. She's wearing sort of a black motorcycle jacket, and her and TJ are playing cards. There's some music, and just generally sort of like imagine like a deck of a ship. There's not a lot of stuff around. There's a separate cabin above you where a man is driving the ship. There's a couple of people up there. But other than that, you've just got the deck of the ship. There's chairs. There's a small fire pit. There's bottles and a radio player and a card table.
So, a nightly pirate ship, I suppose?
Something like that, yeah.
She looks at the people. So, TJ, this is your pack.
No. He just shakes his head. He looks up. No.
Huh.
Proper introductions. For everybody. I'm Ghost. Clan Bruja. This is my childer, Stephanie, of the Clan Bruja, obviously, and her childer, TJ, which I'm sure you know. My wife, Monroe, Clan Nosferatu, Damien, Clan Nosferatu.
Lies, I'm a Toreador, he grins.
Ghost just gives him a look like mysterious time. We are not Sabat. We are independent.
Right. Wilbrand just takes a look over to TJ, looks at the people, and she just...
TJ Sabat. Steph Sabat. Me, Ghost Monroe. Me, Damien Monroe. Not Sabat. But we owe the governess a favour or two.
Fair enough.
We don't play. We don't play sides. We did that shit for a long time.
Yeah, almost ended badly.
Almost ended real fucking badly. The governor's bailed us out in New York with face changes, and we had to ditch. It's a fucking long story. Diablerie death. It's a fucking long story. I won't bore you with it tonight. But suffice it to say, we're not your enemies. We're your friends, sort of. Just think of us as your cabin crew on your fucking destination to a whole new world.
And where exactly in the continental United States are we landing?
You're very eager. You're very eager to ruin all the surprises.
I'd like to know what I'm working with.
Ghost goes and sits down at the card table. Lights a cigarette. What the rest are you doing?
Being transported at the moment. Waiting.
No, I was speaking to Damien and Taylor.
Damien's just hanging around, really.
Mm-hmm.
He's been disturbed from a journey. He was expecting just to get onto the mainland, and suddenly he's got 3 people that he doesn't recognize talking at him.
That's legit. You're offered blood.
Yeah, I'll gladly take it. I mean, he's had to spend some to get up this morning.
Steph comes around and pours glasses of blood out of bottles, like glass bottles with skulls painted on them.
Yeah, Taylor will take the glass, thank her, and she'll one of those boats where there's an outside compartment where they can kind of just stand outside.
Yeah, you're outside at the moment. You're on the main deck.
Oh, okay. So yeah, in that case, she'll go up the front and just let the wind carry her hair. Look fabulous, as she does.
Ghost says, Ghost invites you to Patricia. Fucking hell, not Patricia. I keep calling her Patricia. Dr. Wilbrand to sit down.
She nods. Sits down.
Sure. Yeah, I shall sit down.
We're taking you to New England, to Plymouth Rock. That's where you're going.
All right.
I don't know the greater plan. All I know is that the governor's called me, said that you guys needed moving. I've got the contacts, so I got it done. The journey takes a little while by boat, so we might as well enjoy each other's company. I know I'm a pain in the ass or a rude motherfucker, but
I don't know that. We've just met.
Well, I rub some people up the wrong way. I understand. It's fine.
In others, the right way.
Ghost smiles.
Have you guys had anything to drink? Well, obviously you haven't. You just got out of crates. Where's my hospitality? Thirsty?
Brand looks at them and just says, "No, thank you. I'm not thirsty."
We were given explicit instructions to make sure that you're full and ready to go when you hit the mainland. But if you don't wish to partake in our hospitality, she shrugs. That's on your head, not ours.
Willebrand will take one of the bottles and just smell it.
Smells like blood.
Not Vitae, right?
Smells like blood.
You'll take a sip.
There's no difference by smell, unless you have the power that Ventru
Taste for blood. Yeah, taste for blood.
Or is it Tremere?
Tremere and Ventru have the power to discern, but if you don't have the power, it just smells like blood.
Isn't there a quite distinct difference between Vitae and
No.
normal blood?
I think to the taste, but don't think to the.
Not to the taste, yes. To the smell, no.
Oh, she will take a sip.
Tastes like human blood.
She looks at them. Takes another drinks again.
You're sort of familiar with it as you drink from it. It tastes like the sort of thing that Eleanor drinks.
Then she's a little bit more relaxed.
Ghost smiles.
Miro does as well.
I see Monroe's much better at talking to people than I am, I think. Just like...
Wow. We all have our talents, don't we, love?
Yep. So, yeah, the deal is I drop you off. We get to the other side. And I've got all your stuff ready. I've got a little a safe house for you all to stay in for the time being, but you're gonna have to sort out your own accommodation eventually.
Where and what kind of place is this safe house?
It's an old clubhouse of mine. I mean, it functions. It's beds and shit, TV, fridge, Pornhub. But you know, you guys are gonna have to work out your own shit.
Also, beggars can't be choosers.
That too.
I'm quite certain that you appear and act more like a beggar than I do.
What?
Oh.
You might be fucking hot shit on the island, but this is my house right now. You don't take the piss. Or I will throw you.
Neither will he. That's fine.
He can do what the fuck he wants.
If there's going to be more fighting, I'm going back in my coffin.
No, dear. You're going to want to watch this one.
Well, does someone at least have popcorn? Wait, blood popcorn? Is that a thing?
It can be a thing. It can totally be a thing. I know a guy. Yeah.
But seriously, we were given instructions to make sure you guys were fed and ready to go. I'm sure an altercation on the way doesn't really fulfill those objectives, so chill out.
Well, it doesn't make any odds to me. You know.
Yeah.
There's only one person on the ship the governess cares whether break it to you. But other than that, you know. Ghost just shrugs imperiously, like it's quite clear she doesn't care. Like,
Well,
I'm not here to fucking ruffle your feathers, love. You just gotta understand your place in things. That's really important for like when you get over to the mainland, because you might have had a little bit of privilege on the island, but you're gonna be starting from fucking square one in Sabat. Trust me, I know.
You a Sabat?
No, no, God no.
Miro kind of chuckles at that.
But I was a sheriff for a long time, and I've done a lot of work.
So you Camarilla?
I was, yeah.
And you told him to fuck off.
It might have been the longest fuck off in recorded history, but it was a fuck off.
It shouldn't smell good.
Like I said, I don't hold any group allegiances anymore. None of us do here. We, with the exception of Stephanie, there's their allegiance. But us as a trio, we're independent. We're here to help. Comes at a bit of a price, as things do. But we got stuff that we can hook you up with if you need it. But you know, once you get to the mainland, you're really going to have to float in Sabat society, wider Sabat society. The time of Mummy and Daddy is fucking gone. So be careful. I don't want to see any of you fucking. Well, I don't really care as such at the moment. I'm sure you're nice people, but I don't really want to see any of you fucking die immediately because they just don't. Honestly, they don't. So you gotta keep your attitudes quite firmly in check, because you're not gonna have what's she called, Eleanor or the governess, or anyone protecting your neck when you're on the mainland. You're on your own. Big boy time, big girl time.
So not calling ghouls slaves, or is that okay? I'm not the one that did that, just wondering. Right?
Ghost doesn't know what you're talking about. She just gives you that look like I don't know what you're talking about.
I'm sure that's not going to help if we're going to have to work together in the best and most frictionless way. Then antagonizing each other is probably not the way to go, but we will discuss that at a later date. We have many things to do. We have, I'm assuming, fairly little time to do so. When do we expect to?
Okay, this is a few things you need to get into to enjoy. You've got fucking loads of time to do stuff. Loads. Millions. You've literally got hundreds, possibly thousands of years to do shit.
It's almost as if we're immortals now. It's just about.
Ghost gives you like that sort of finger gun gesture. Precisely. Loads of fucking time. Don't need to do it now, next week, next month. Some things.
I am assuming that the boat is moving, meaning we will land at a certain point in time.
Yeah. But at the same time, things can't be rushed. You're going to have to wait it out. You'll find that soon enough when you meet whoever the Ductus is. And the Bishop. Whew. Governess is a fucking walk in a picnic compared to those cunts. And the other thing you gotta understand is the pecking order. Really fucking important to understand the pecking order. I'm quite laid back, you know. Other people kill you for wearing the wrong shoe colour. So just be careful, yeah. You only get so many more warnings with me.
So tell us about the pecking order.
The Sabat pecking order. God, didn't your sires teach you this shit?
They did, but some of us are slower on the uptake.
I meant where we're going in particular.
It's pretty much the same everywhere. You've got a bishop, an archbishop, ductus.
Yes, but I mean,
Yeah,
who are the
I
bishop
think
and
he actually
archbishop?
meant where exactly we were going.
No.
Like an actual location, or are we just
You're
standing
going
around?
to Plymouth in New England. That's all I know.
New England.
Yes.
Of all the places in the world, we had to go all the way up there to Wasp Country.
Yeah, I know what you mean. It is fucking Wasp Country.
Monroe kind of shoots Ghost a glance.
Ghost looks at Monroe apologetically.
I'm not complaining, actually.
She reaches out for her hand and just sort of grabs it and kisses it gently. It is Wasp Country, but what can you do?
I wonder, dude.
Shit like that starts to mean a lot less.
You actually put both hands up, you know.
So that doesn't really matter all that much anymore.
Both are talking at the same time. It's confusing.
Damien will...
Dueling Damiens.
Damien. It's Damienception.
Yeah, exactly. Which Damien goes first? You go first.
And Damien, well, in response to Ghost saying what they said about Wasp Country, Damien just puts his hands up. I'm not even mad. You know, it's going to be a hell of a lot easier than New York ever was.
That's an understatement.
Yeah.
I've ever heard one. Stay the hell out of New York. That's just...
Yeah, New York is a fucking mess.
True, but
I'm not going to say stay the hell out of New
at
York.
least it's not New Jersey.
You're probably going to end up in New York at some point because that's the main focus point of the war.
That'll be my old home.
Yeah, you're going to
as well.
a whole different way.
Probably.
In any case, fledglings, this whole wasp or not wasp starts to mean a lot less once you become immortal because
wouldn't well. She just looks at the Damien she knows, and she just says, well, I do think that certain persuasions probably die out a lot slower, depending on how rooted they are in one person.
I don't know. I find that rude motherfuckers die quick.
Yes, word to the wise. When you do hit land, you guys are going to quickly have to store your shit.
I mean,
you might be depending on each other for your very unlives, and unless you want to end what brilliant existence you might have just been born into, you have to figure some shit out and do it quickly.
So make sure that everyone knows what they're good at and everyone sticks to it and relies on each other to do the job that they were sired for, right?
Pretty much.
I like that one.
That
and
works.
Let's not fuck each other's mothers.
I would say don't fuck each other, but you know, I'd be a fucking hypocrite if I said that.
Well, I mean, if the mothers are hot, like me, he grins.
Oh yes, you're just a beauty.
He looks at her and says, well, as I said, Cleopatra, it should have been us. And then looks at Monroe, should have been us.
So, when you get to the mainland, I mean, if you need... I'm the sort of person who needs to talk about transport, guns, weapons, gang stuff, underworld.
IDs.
That's more Monroe's thing.
Oh?
Yes, you guys are going to need a lot of things to help anchor yourselves into some kind of temporary existence. Police a bitch up here. But I can help with that.
Well, as long as I can get as long as it looks like a valid driver's license, that's going to close up a lot of questions I might have.
Exactly. We go for practical.
And I can drive, in case you're wondering.
I don't give a fuck if you can drive. That's your own life. But we go for practical, not posh.
Damien is your guy if you Damien Mark II, Damien Mark I, original Damien.
The awesome Damien.
Damien McNossface.
The Yesferatu.
Yes, the Yesferatu.
Damien Yesferatu. Is your guy if you need computers. Hack.
Damien does a kind of a Damien does a kind of a theatrical, like the bow that actors being called onto the stage after the play would make, like, thank you kindly.
From what I hear, Taylor, you might need some of Damien's help.
He wiggles his eyebrows.
She'll smile. Yeah.
I love it.
Fuck it, she'll just blow him a kiss and smile.
Get it.
So, yeah, we're gonna be around, but we can't help you with that stuff. That's your thing. We can help you with some stuff in the human world. It comes at a price. It's not free. It's not a charity, guys.
Everything comes at a price, though, so don't be offended.
Willembrand has by now compiled a small list, and she just passes it.
Send it to me in PM, Peter.
But it will be quite clear she just passes it. And she's... she will just say, I
Nelson.
understand if you need a couple of moments, but...
There's a bit of an echo somewhere.
It's Nelson. So carry on, Peter. Repeat that, please.
She will just say, these are some things I might need. What will be the price for this?
Ghost will take it. PM me the list.
Yeah, I'll just...
She leans back in her chair and pulls on her cigarette and just peruses it for a second. You can, while that's going on, you can feel the ship is moving forward and at a sort of reasonable speed.
Damien grins and says, "Well, we got a lot of time on the ship, and if it goes down, at least we won't drown, right?" Hey, we can walk. We can walk. We can take a nice walk the rest of the way if push comes to shove.
I'm not doing that again.
Neither.
Depending on where you are, wouldn't the pressure be a problem?
No.
Nope. Strangely, it's not.
Yeah, I kind of figured that because we're dead, that's not really going to affect us quite as much, right?
You can literally walk across the ocean if you want to. It takes a fucking long time.
Well, there is something called crush depth, but I suppose.
Yeah, but there's also a thing, given the fact that we're dead, and also that we're walking corpses that can talk and walk and, well, basically do things that dead people can't do.
Damien smiles and
any time that science gets brought into the equation with this, I think we can throw most of what we know out the window.
Damien grins
or the porthole, I suppose, given the present circumstances.
Damien grins and points to Damien and says, "Well, I like this guy."
Well, has anyone experimented? Know this for certain?
Loads of people have experimented. I mean,
I had the misfortune of avoiding one of your number by pulling a similar trick. It wasn't across the ocean, mind you, but it was a large enough body of water.
I'm not talking necessarily about the water. I'm talking about a pressure tank or a pressure chamber. And then increasing the pressure until to see at what point our form is compromised.
I'm sure the governess would oblige you if you wanted to volunteer.
Yeah, if you want to go down, searching the abyssal trench or whatever the hell it's called.
Mariana's Trench, but yeah.
Mariana's Trench. Thank you. Geography was never my strong point. It's always more of a biology, psychology type guy.
How do I know you'd be the biology kind of guy?
Well, I'm quite intimate with the human anatomy.
Let's just
Ghost is just like, I hope this better not be flirting.
let's just hope that this fucking Kim guy in Korea doesn't blow the Mariana Trench up, because then we'll all be fucked.
That's assuming that he doesn't blow up one of his own cities in the first place.
That's fair.
Yes.
More on life, more problems.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know about you, but I don't think that glow-in-the-dark vampires would be really quite as scary as they sound.
Hold on to that thought. So, Ghost will hand the piece of paper that Dr. Wilbrand gave her to first Monroe and then Damien. I'll PM you. Well, I won't PM you. It's NPCs. But there's a bit of a conversation. She says, we'll discuss this and we'll get to you before you get back to America. And she says, well, that's all for now, folks. I'm gonna go to my cabin. So, you know, if the boats are rocking, don't come a knocking. But you know where I am.
Rose kind of rolls her eyes.
Ghost just wanders off.
Monroe follows after her. Stay out of trouble.
And Damien follows Monroe, and he doesn't really have a lot to say to these newbies. So,
just about there.
Were you hitting on that Sabak Fletchling? Damien, God.
I didn't catch that. Oversee, what did you say?
Oh, you're hitting on the Sabat Fledgling, but who is she talking to?
Damien.
He grins. Gotta keep the Cleopatra on her toes, right?
She just smiles, and yeah, they go away.
Down in the basement, Beatrice and Patricia wake up.
Yep. Just a sec.
All right. She kind of like throws open her container and sits up and looks around.
You know what's happened. You've seen that everyone left, and for for about 20 or 30 minutes at least, it's just you in the container, and then now you're finally able to move.
Yeah, but she didn't see Patricia up there, so she runs over to her container.
Patricia,
you're awake in your container.
Yeah, Patricia wakes up and stretches, or whatever you want to say. Oh, well, that wasn't weird at all.
Beatrice kind of like flings open the top of your container. Did you see that too?
Uh-huh.
What?
I don't know what who were those things?
Did you see the colors between the two?
Yeah, that was. I don't know what that. No, wait a minute. She didn't see the color.
You did see it, but you don't know what it means.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I saw something, but I have no idea what on earth it was.
And Beatrice will help Patricia out of her container.
Patricia will take her hand and get out of it. Thanks. So, so here we are. Where exactly are we?
I guess we're on the way. Yeah. All right. We should go up and talk to everyone else. They don't think we're dead again? I don't know.
Yeah. and try to find out who these new people are.
Yeah. Well, yeah. They're not us, though. Did you get that? They're not part of, you know.
Well, I mean,
Spot.
did we know that, by the way, OC? Did we hear everything that just happened?
You heard everything that happened while they were downstairs in the cargo hold.
Okay.
Ah,
but,
shit. I don't think they said that downstairs.
Okay. She looks at Patricia. Patricia looks at Patricia. Well, she's a Malkavian. She looks at Monroe and goes, "Well, I don't know who these people are, but we can't really stay here. So let's go."
No.
She smiles,
Yeah, sure.
and she'll head out and head upstairs to the rest.
Yeah. With Beatrice in tow.
Peace.
Yeah, you guys head up to the deck.
Yep.
It's fucking cold.
Cold as hell.
Oh shit!
You
Don't
see,
like it.
you see a young woman with short blonde hair, tattoos. She looks a bit like the woman you saw in the cargo hold, a bit.
Okay.
But she's much younger and taller. And she doesn't have the same sort of somehow incredibly intimidating countenance. She actually looks quite sweet somehow.
Hmm.
And then TJ, and then the rest of your pack on the deck.
Our alarm clock didn't go off.
Patricia chuckles.
Well, not a problem. We can bring you up to speed on some of the things that we've discussed with our illustrious new hosts.
Are there still glasses of wine there, or did they take them with them?
There's still glasses of blood available.
She'll take 2 of them, 1 for each, and she gives them to them. Breakfast?
Don't mind if I do. And Patricia will take one of the glasses. So, who were those people, and those 2 ugly ones, especially?
Let's just say they're. Let's just say that they're not exactly friends, but they're not exactly enemies, and they're going to be helping us help get started with our. Well, once we hit the mainland, that is. We're heading to Plymouth in New England, unfortunately, but we can't always have what we want. But if there is one thing that they've brought up, which I think we should all come to accept right now, is that we're all pretty much being plopped there like a bunch of naked babes in the woods. And that leaves us very little option but to be interdependent on each other if we're going to all survive. You know, whether we like that or not.
Well,
Good point.
I have a question, Damien.
Feel free to ask, sister.
Do not take this the wrong way. I don't necessarily judge you. But I do want a rough estimate on your predilection for killing.
Well, it was like the one time when we had that conversation back at the asylum.
Well, I mean, if it is a...
I'm not going to go out there and go completely... what was the guy's name?
Manson. Dahmer?
Manson. No, the one who... the one who had so many in one single sitting. It happens so often these days we don't even bother to think of the names, do we? But if you're worried about me going out there and killing hundreds of people in one night in an explosion of violence, that's not going to happen.
And no, I'm not worried about that. Our mother, our sire, have chosen us for a reason.
Mm-hmm.
I was merely wondering if it is a compulsion that you need to have fed or sated every once in a while. I would be quite all right with assisting you in procuring whatever is required for it.
And as I would be for you, my sister.
Oh, this is simply just a matter of logistics, when and how things could be done, so we can plan for it, so it doesn't become a thing we have to do emergency preparations for. But as you explain it, it doesn't seem to be a pressing priority.
No, not right now.
So
But I'll let you know in the event that it does become a problem.
Okay.
since we've entered into our getting to know you segment, do you like them to fight back, or do you prefer them to not?
To be honest with you, I never really put that much thought into it. I do know my type, though. Those rich yuppies. And considering we're heading to New England, which is pretty much packed to brim with them, well, let's just say that I'll be very picky. I can afford it.
If we don't die in the next fortnight, I would love to hear more about your particular tastes.
I'd love to tell you. But, like I said, we're going to have to be interdependent on each other.
And
Makes sense.
by the description, it would seem as though there is a certain closeness to a gang mentality in certain parts of our organization. It can foster competition, I suppose. And I'm not going to question anyone. But it does mean that we need to establish a sense that we are not to be fucked with.
We're not bitches, right? That's what we're going for.
No,
Yeah.
of course not.
Yeah.
I think we can. Well, I think our initial adventures at the asylum have kind of given a general idea of what we can expect from each other. Am I right?
Gloria comes down at this point and she will come and just check on Dr. Wilbrand. Ask her if she needs anything, if she's suitably attired, if she requires anything.
She won't. She will just shake her head and say, no, it's fine. You can continue with the preparations we discussed before. I'll be with you soon.
She nods and she's got a big coat on. She goes back inside. Jonas also comes and checks on you.
Hey, Jonas.
Hey, he's obviously freezing, but he's braving it out like the way that men do.
You can go downstairs if you're more comfortable, Damien. And I was gonna say Damien, Jonas.
It's a bit like when you've got lots of kids and you can never remember the right names.
Yeah.
Well, at least you haven't said Margot in a while. That's right.
He looks at you kind of puppy dogly, like, I want to be with you. But he doesn't say that. He just looks at you. I'm okay.
She'll take her vest off because she doesn't care, and it's probably nowhere near big enough, but she'll still put it on him.
He smiles. It's really not anywhere big enough. I mean, again, he's not as big as TJ's a fucking hunk. He's built, but he's not. It's still tiny on him. But he smiles appreciatively anyway. Beatrice, you've seen Dimitri.
Okay.
You've clocked him. He's behind you, watching from the captain's tower.
Okay.
He doesn't come down, but he is there. You clocked him.
Okay. Yeah, she didn't make a big deal of it when she saw him.
He's wearing like I was about to say seaman's clothes, and I know a laugh. He's dressed like a sailor.
So many jokes all the time. She's a seaman.
That's some spunky attire.
He's just polishing his gun, you know. So yeah.
So, are you guys coming?
Damn it. I hate you so much, Mark. I hate you.
No, you don't. You love me.
Yes, I was wondering when the scene would reach a climax. I just didn't expect it to be so early.
Oh, there's a premature something happening here. I can't put it together. My wits aren't high enough. I need to save my XP.
I mean, we understand that this pack has to come together.
We all need to come together.
This became Beavis and Butthead really quickly.
Penis is you a joke. Anyway.
Anyways, we need to get going. Otherwise, this is going to get hard.
Hard Dolan appears.
Yeah, we need some hard talk.
Anyway,
yeah.
So yeah, you guys, it takes the majority of the night before you finally land.
Mm.
And when you do land, stuff gets moved off the boat. The anchor is dropped, the plank is laid out, and you're able to depart with your stuff, which is carried by able-bodied seamen. And
I thought we were done with the euphemisms.
And the ghouls. It's a word.
It's a word. It's a real word.
And there are cars waiting for you.
Kind of feels like
and motorcycles. So there are 3 Humvee limousines and 6 motorcycles with riders. They're wearing motorcycle cuts with black patches on them.
I'd be interested to take note of the patches that they were.
As the storyteller fucking tries to remember what ghosts. Oh, the Archfiends motorcycle club.
Yeah.
With 2 dots.
I remember that. You did not.
Yeah, I think
Archfiend motorcycle club, New England.
Yeah. Would Damien be able to know that with 2 dots and streetwise?
Yes.
Right.
They are they are multi-state, and you're from New York. They've got a huge chapter in New York. They're essentially IRC, very similar in size and capacity to the Hells Angels, but not as quite.
Sure.
Ghost, she comes out and she gets on one of the motorcycles. You've clocked. She's actually wearing her patch now. Which is the president's patch. She gets on her motorbike. And Monroe gets on the back. And Damien gets... yes, Ferrati Damien gets on a motorbike.
Yep.
On his own. Doesn't have to ride bitch anymore. And you can choose which Humvee you want to get into.
Yeah. Margot looks at the bikes going...
Or a bike. You can totally get on a bike if you want to.
I mean, yeah, Margot... Taylor is going eeny, meeny, miny. Mo and get on the bike and goes to Jonas. Go on the one behind me, my dear.
He looks a bit like, really?
Is this happening right now?
So the biker that you got on the back of, he's pleased. He's like, hell yeah. And then Jonas tries to get on the back of this guy's bike, and he's like, "Fuck, you're doing."
You're ruining my game, dude.
I'm not a fucking homo. Get in the Humvee.
That was mean.
But you
That
are
was
necrophiliac or what?
He just, poor Jonas, like,
Aww.
crestfallen, climbs in one of the Humvee.
She'll gesture him to come over.
He comes over.
She kisses him on the cheek. I'll see you at our destination.
He smiles broadly and does a cock of the walk dance, like, fuck you guys, and gets into the Humvee.
Patricia gets into a Humvee as well. She prefers not being exposed to everything while she travels. Thank you very much.
Yeah, Damien will get into one of the Humvees. He'll probably get into the same one with Jonas.
I need to know which Humvee you're all getting in. Are you getting in the same Humvee together?
Yeah.
Yeah.
The ghouls go in another Humvee, and then the sailors and Dimitri go in the third one. And you're off.
To see the wizard.
The wonderful Wizard of Oz. With death and skulls. And multiple murders. So you drive along. You're at the docks to begin with, and your stuff's been loaded. For a while you're just able to drive along, and inside the Humvee it's just a nice limousine.
Nice.
You're just able to check out the scenery, the city lights, as it were. And you come more into the city proper. You watch as sort of the countryside fades into city. It becomes more industrialized. There's streets, there's bars, there's apartments. You see all this past your window as you're driving along. And you're just chilling out. That is. Can you all make me a perception alertness check, please?
Just a sec. I'll be right there.
Perception alertness.
Perception alertness, that's 6 dice. 1, 2, 3 successes.
I see nothing.
I see 1 success.
I have 3 successes.
Yee.
So who has 3 successes or more? Beatrice.
Me. Yeah, and me.
And you, Taylor?
No, just have 1.
Jens, you don't see anything.
Nope.
Beatrice and Taylor and Damien, you notice a car that seems to have been following you for a while.
Beatrice will kind of give that look to everyone and then kind of gesture with her thumb over her shoulder at the car that's been following us.
Patricia nods. I see it.
Yeah, I see it.
Well, that didn't take long.
Could be just trying to figure things out, but we definitely been made. We don't know what capacity.
Damien will make a note of the car's license plate.
Yep, you can do that.
Okay.
Question is, are they going to involve themselves, or are they just going to watch us?
We'll soon find out.
The car pulls alongside the Humvee when you get to a set of traffic lights. You can just about see in those with good perception. You can just about see in to see two people, but they've got baseball caps and bandanas on.
Uh-oh.
And
Yeah.
all of a sudden, well, not really all of a sudden to people who've got high perception, but all of a sudden, the car window rolls down.
Down.
And
Down.
everyone needs to roll for initiative.
Well, shit. Hitting the ground running, right?
Yeah.
Come on, baby, light my fire.
Well, my games. It's about hitting the ground running.
Oh no.
Obi, don't give Alex any ideas, like, especially involving fire.
Man.
Angie.
Oh, that wasn't. I don't think that's the right one.
Oh my god, I've done it wrong, haven't I?
Our initiatives suck.
Pretty much across the board.
Yeah.
I have an initiative of 3 plus 6. I am at 9.
9.
9, 9,
9.
Okay, so what happens? Who's got the highest initiative?
It's... No way. Is that me?
Can everyone PM me your initiatives, please, or can someone
Okay.
do an initiative list?
On Facebook?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, the inconvenience of not having a laptop is real, but it's just gonna until I can afford one, unfortunately.
Equal.
Not to be confused with Doki Doki. Doki Doki Literature Club. That game is fucked. Just saying.
do. Stand alive. Stand
Wait.
alive.
I'm waiting on you. What's your initiative, darling?
Who are you waiting for?
Obi.
Oh, 8.
8. Everyone's fucking 8. Okay.
Yeah.
9.
Or 9.
I'm 7 with a fucking +6 because I rolled a fucking 1.
So, Mark, what are you doing?
By the way, yeah, Patricia doesn't really have any, no, can I hold my action?
Okay. Jason?
Damien, you're saying that they're right next to the vehicle, right?
Yep.
Could Damien theoretically open the door, step out, and then punch whoever in the through the window?
Round.
Hmm?
Not in one round. You could open the door and step out.
Okay. Who's driving the car?
Who's driving the car?
Yes.
Some guy.
Say again?
Some guy. Biker dude.
Okay.
Biker my son Mars.
And he's obviously parked the car, right? Like put the handbrake on.
You're at a stop sign right now.
Mm-hmm.
Well, for the second, I'm giving you all a chance to react before what happens.
Yeah, I'd say probably duck his head down.
Okay.
I mean, if you can't get them to, I mean, stepping out would be suicide and stupid.
Beatrice?
but without any guns or anything like that to fight back. No point.
Beatrice?
Okay. So, because you don't role play to be careful.
No guts, no glory.
YOLO.
Beatrice is going to snarl at the driver and hopefully use Cowling the Beast, which is Animalism 3, to make him listless.
Okay.
And then she's going to scream to the driver to ram them while he's listless.
Okay. Roll it.
YOLO! I'm trying to pull up my book to know what I'm rolling, but my computer is very slow.
I believe it was I believe it was manipulation plus intimidation. Yeah.
If you're doing it the Shimizi way, right?
Yeah. So then it's days like this that I wish I had presence too.
I know, right? Well, even one will work in this case. Like, hey, you love me.
Either that or a shotgun.
Ah! Nope. Shot in the face.
You didn't get any success.
I got one.
One's enough.
Yeah, it's one. I'll leave that arbitration entirely in your hands. The most beautiful and lovely storyteller that I ever walked the earth.
Don't use your flattery on me. Peter.
Villebrand is just gonna duck and cover, get down on the floor, and she's just gonna. Well, she's probably just gonna shout, "Driver, get this the fuck out of here now!"
So, what happens is Taylor.
I held my action.
I've forgotten Taylor.
Oh wait. Oh, Mark.
You're way ahead actually on the bike.
Oh yeah, that's right, Taylor.
Yeah.
So you don't actually see what happens. But I'll tell what happens in a minute. So, the car window rolls down. The driver.
Alex.
Yeah.
I held my action.
Oh yeah, sorry.
No worries. But this time I would like to use obfuscate to hide.
Hey, you can do that. It's fine.
Yeah.
So, the driver of the other vehicle, what happens is the guy on the passenger side opens fire. The driver passes out. And the driver of the Humvee that you're in puts his foot down all of a sudden, rams the car, and then puts his foot down.
Yes.
You're hailed by fucking bullets. There's a horrible ricocheting sound of the bullets hitting the car, and you're all jolted as you fly forward in the vehicle. Taylor, the bike that you're on suddenly stops and turns around.
What are we doing?
And you can hear the gunshots.
Why are we going towards the gunshots?
And the Ghost speeds past you on her bike, and you see her take a gun out, and she shoots. I hate this dice roller, just FYI, everyone. Having to fiddle with it.
Yeah, as they're speeding down, Taylor just yells, "I didn't sign up for this shit!"
You didn't sign up for it at all, actually.
How did I get 11 out of 9d10? What the fuck?
You forgot the space between 9 and the D10.
Oh, God's sake. Fucking stupid piece of shit.
Then get the roller butt fixed.
I don't know how to do it. I've tried. I don't know how to do it. Okay. Ghost opens fire, and it's quite difficult to see. Taylor can see quite clearly because she's on the parade of bikes. But everybody else, you're the car is speeding off, and in that clattering of bullets. Taylor, you see Ghost. She gets out her gun and she just empties it straight through the windscreen of that car, and blood splatters. You can see like a massive blood splatter as her gunfire just opens up inside the car. Have you ever seen a murder before?
I mean, due to her, no, probably not a murder. No, probably not.
Roll courage.
Okay, just see.
You can spend a willpower if you wish.
Yeah, I have. It's going to be normal diff.
Yeah, it's no diff.
Three successes.
Yeah, you're fine. Fucking hell. But
Yeah.
you're fine.
Oh, dead people.
I see dead people.
It's a real. Be glad you're not having got Auspex actually right now, because it's a real fucking noise. Screeching tires, bullets, shouting. The Humvee that you're in is speeding off, and the motorcycles come up alongside it in sort of a formation. The cars take formation. What are you all doing?
Patricia is
Yes.
keeping her head down.
Okay.
Beatrice is checking to see if she has any holes in her.
No.
Okay.
The bullets didn't penetrate the car.
Bulletproof. Nice.
Damien?
Pretty much the same.
Dr. Wilburn?
She's just going to see if things are under control. If not, she's going to insist that the driver gets a move on. But
Well, not really under control at the moment. Not really the semblance of control. It's a shootout, so it's very chaotic. Very chaotic. If you've ever been in a speeding vehicle in real life, it's not, especially with. I very much hope and pray that none of you have actually been in a shootout, but in a speeding vehicle, it's not exactly relaxing.
No.
Not enjoying yourself.
Nope.
It's not a good ride.
I haven't been on a shootout, but I have been in a speeding vehicle.
Taylor, you're
Same here.
you're holding on. This guy.
I'll never
this
get
guy-
into a car with my cousin again.
This guy's a good driver, so he follows up, and then he comes into formation with the Humvees.
She'll look in the car with the Humvee, in the Humvees, if her ghoul in one Humvee and her friends. If everyone is safe.
The ghoul, the only Humvee that got hit is the one with the vampires in.
Okay.
The Humvees are untouched.
So yeah, she'll look at the one. She looks inside the one with her friends in it.
You can't really see in. You can see bullet holes in it.
Is she right next to it?
Yeah, you're right next to it.
She'll gently tap at going. Everyone all right?
Beatrice will roll down the window. Yeah, I think we're good.
Just peachy.
Sorry about that, folks. Ghost says. Sort of, you hear a shout from somewhere.
Someone decided to roll out the welcome wagon.
Idiots. Come on then.
Excuse me for the pun, but holy shit.
There's a distant sound of sirens.
Yeah.
And Ghost pulls off and you guys speed through the city very, very fast. Taylor, you don't really have time. You're sort of yanked away. Like, you're at the window, like, tap, 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 and then all of a sudden you're like, no. Anybody got time for that? Like,
Ain't nobody got time for that.
after about 5 minutes of high-speed driving, Grand Theft Auto style,
Nice.
you end up at it's like an off the beaten track. It's down a country road, and it's a compound basically. It looks like it used to be a house, probably like not a farmhouse exactly, but like one of those 2-story American houses with a porch around it.
Mm.
But it's got on the outskirts. It's got a fence. All the cars pull up there, and you're able to get out.
Willembrand will just go next to Damien and just say to him, am I the only one who thinks it's suspicious that they knew exactly what car to shoot at? And where it was?
No.
Good.
We got on our trail pretty fast, don't you think?
Yeah.
I mean, we've only been here, what, half an hour?
Well, I'm grateful for the escort. She's saying this fairly lowly. If a person has a mercenary attitude, well.
Ghost doesn't hear you, but Monroe does because she has a million dice. No, I'm just joking.
But I suppose there's a million ways they could find out, but it just means we have to be very, very careful from now on in everything.
And all of a sudden, I don't know if anyone has noticed, but okay, I can hear myself. Can someone please? Okay. Patricia has been strangely out of sight for the past like several minutes, and all of a sudden, her voice sounds next to you, and she appears as if out of nowhere, and then she says, "We always got to be careful, especially here."
Oh, while Patricia appears because she's been an obfuscate.
Yes.
You see Ghost smirk. She comes over and she's just like, I'm really fucking sorry about that, guys. But you know, I'm glad everyone's okay. Here you go. This is your home away from home for the next couple of days. I've got a few things I need to fucking clean up now. Pronto. So we need to be off, but feel free to explore, and she will give you all a card with a phone number on it.
Okay.
You each get one. If you need anything, just give me a buzz, and I'll get back to you. I haven't forgotten about your proposal, Dr. Wilbrand. I will text you, email you the numbers. There's internet access and everything inside. And then she gets on her bike again, and all the bikers, and all the sailors, and everybody that's not your ghouls, fucks off.
What would be the assessment of this area? Wow, that's a lot of agriculture. What would be the, like, how many people? How many, like, estates or land? I mean, how far is it to the next place from here?
It's not that far. I mean, it's off the beaten track, but you figure that about 10 minutes drive, you'll be in the city. 10, 15 minutes. It's surrounded by a little bit of woodland, but you know how suburbs are in America. It's kind of it's not like in the main city. It's just on the outskirts. But so it's just sort of a little bit out of the way, but not so out of the way that it's inconvenient. You can still get into the city.
Willenbrand just looks around for a moment as they leave. To just say, so everyone agreed that was a problem, that it may face.
Yeah, what the fuck happened back there?
I don't know, but the first thing we have to do is get rid of this place.
Yeah. We're not staying.
No.
Nelson, can you concentrate with the... Thank you.
We don't unpack anything, and we find someplace, like 2 or 3 houses over, and we settle there for the night. We're not staying here.
Okay, so I'm going to wrap up this scene here. There will be a follow-up scene about where you want to stay.
Okay.
If you guys want to do a scene without me, we discuss stuff, you can totally do that.
Cool.
Also, you know, because I'm not going to be around tomorrow, realistically. I've got a lot of things to sort out. But, you know, long story short, there are houses around that you can go to. You can go into the city. So there's lots of options available for where you want to stay. You just need to sort of pick and let me know.
Yeah.
Decide between you as a group and then let me know.
All right.
Go to somewhere with a mansion, go the family, and we have a mansion.
Well, your ghouls are with you, all your stuff's with you.
Nice.
So you have what you need to start. And that'll be the moment that we end this particular scene. Thank you very much, players, for playing, for Obi and Mark for NPCing, and for
it was a privilege.
Until next time, pleasant dreams.